Welcome back to The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, I'm your average drinker, and it's Thursday. It's time for another review, and I have a very interesting one for you today. And that is this bottle right here. This is the Hard Truth Sweet Mash Rye. Makes me think of mashed potatoes. Actually, no, it doesn't make me think of mashed potatoes at all. But this is a very interesting bottle, and I'm excited to tell you guys about it. I actually didn't know anything about this bottle until we went to Kentucky. We were hanging out at Justin's House of Bourbon, and Blake Benson was like, hey, you got to try this bottle. Here, give him a pour. So, got a pour of this, and it was so unique. We had to buy a bottle. That's all I'll say about it. I'll let my review speak for itself, and you'll see during the review what I think of this bottle. But shout out to Blake and Justin's House of Bourbon for this bottle, for letting us try it, and for being able to find it there. Anyhow, let's dive into what this is. So this one comes in at 116 proof. It was actually mashed, distilled, and aged in charred American oak barrels in Brown County, Indiana. So find out the cold hard truth, whether or not this bottle is good or great or exceptional or delicious. We're gonna find out. But I don't know where I was going with that. I was feeling like I was on a roll there for a second. I'm like, I'm on a roll. I'm saying good things. It's feeling good. I'm going to crawl in a hole now. Okay, let's dive in on this one. Cheers to you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you. Now, let's smell this little baby. Ugh. This has the most unique nose of any whiskey. It's so unique. I instantly get this smell of Werther's Original, like the Werther's Original hard candy, like some toffee, butterscotch. It smells rich and sweet and thick. But also, I can smell a slight hint of a light grassiness. So the age of this, I know it's somewhere between 2 and 3 years old. But for the age of it, the nose on this is phenomenal. Generally, I like the grassiness and the graininess usually comes forward for me in a younger whiskey, but not in this one. It comes through a slight hint. But overall, what I'm getting out of this is just sweet toffee, coffee, dark cherry notes. Just very, very sweet, very, very rich. Now, let's dive in and see what it actually tastes like. Oh, it's good. It's actually really good. So right up front, I get that burst of sweetness that I smelled on the nose, that butterscotch, that toffee. But then it just bursts into even more flavor after that. Every time I take a drink of this, I get more flavor. There's a spice to it, a good amount of baking spices. Not a cinnamon red hot. I'm talking more of sweet baking spices. And then it goes into this more darker toffee, coffee, dark chocolate, sweet vanilla, French vanilla. It's very sweet. It's not bitter. And the finish, the flavor just sits there in your mouth. Got to take another sip of that because that is pretty freaking good. For the age of this, I'm freaking mind blown. Holy moly, what the heck is happening here at Hard Truth? I don't even know, but this is good stuff. Yeah, it really is. Overall, it's super, super good. Super balanced, got a lot of flavor. You can tell it's a little bit older. I mean, not older, wow. It's a little bit younger because the edges of it are just a little bit sharper. It's not this very delicate flavor. It's more of a pow flavor, pow, more flavor, pow. You can feel it on all sides of your tongue. And you can still taste some of that like a cereal note to it, some of that grainy note to it. But it's not in a bad way. The other flavors that come through of this, it kind of actually reminds me of a toasted finished whiskey. Just kind of even some of that sweet marshmallow and some char. It is really, really nice, really enjoyable. And that is why I'm going to give this one 3.25 corks out of 5. I know. Here I am, going at it crazy again, hitting that quarter cork note. Good luck finding the quarter cork, but I'm hitting it again because this one, deserves a lot of credit for what it is. Like, this is a great bottle of whiskey. If you like rye and you like sweet, oh, highly, highly recommend this one. Tastes great. Oh, and the flavor of the finish just lingers there. Like, I'm just sitting here and I'm tasting coffee and chocolate and a good amount of spice. It's so good. That butterscotch, it just tastes like a delicious latte, and I love it. It's very, very good. Highly recommend it. Anyhow, that's it for this review. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, and I'll see you next time.